Hi, this is Amanda with Music Game Club, and today I have 3 matching games you can do using 4-4 Foxes cards. So here you see the game board and the success poster. Of course, you could celebrate with the success poster always, but we are not using the game board for this. So the first version is your standard Go Fish version. So you're going to deal each student 3 cards. If you want to include the specialty cards, which are the holly berry and the mushrooms and the acorn and the whole rest and the half rest, you may, and those can just be automatic bonus cards. When the student or player draws that card, they automatically put it in their little stack to count at the end to see who's got the most cards. So you're going to play this like all Go Fish. The first player can, you see here, they've got their own match, so they get it. And then they will ask, do you have an 8th note? And then they would respond, go fish, or you could say find foxes, or whatever you want to say. And they draw another card, and then player 2 goes, do you have a half note? And they say, no, I don't, go fish. They draw a card, and then so on and so forth. So it's your typical go fish variation. So there are 6 whole notes, dotted half notes, dotted quarter notes, quarter rests, 8th rests, and 8th notes. So quite a few cards for your students to get good review. And if you want to give them even better review, then you can have them where they have to ask in a different way. Instead of asking, do you have the whole note? Or if you're international and you use waiver, crotchet, all of those, which you definitely can. I'm sorry, I just use American terms. So you can always play these using UK terms if you'd like. But instead of asking it based off of what they're called, they can ask, do you have the note that gets 4 beats? Or do you have the note that gets half a beat of silence? Or whatever. And that really helps them to learn that. So the first gameplay is Go Fish. The second is your regular matching game. So for this game, if you would like to remove just a few cards of each, you can. I'm just going to do a small gameplay variation. Just you all know how matching games go. And then the players go and they uncover 2 cards. If it's a match, they get to keep it. If not, then they flip it back over. And then the next player goes and picks 2 cards. So far, no matches. Okay, they get a match, they go again. They get a match, they go again. They don't get a match. Next player's turn. They get a match, they go again, they get a match, and then you count up to see who has gotten the most matches. So very easy, basic way to do it. And you can also review them. When the student flips them up, they have to say, oh, that's a quarter note, or that note gets 1 beat. Whichever your student needs to review, they can do it that way. Another version of the match game is to match the notes with the rests. And in this case, if you just do 1, then you can use the whole rest and half rest, because there's only 1 card of those. So these are the ones you have. And you can either do this one where it's all here and they see it and they have to match it. Of course, these are all lined up in order, but you can mix them up. Or you can have rests on one side and notes on the other side. And the student has to see how quickly can they match the notes, which I will not lie, the whole rest and half rest still get me. So if you want to do it visible, you can. Or you could do it like your regular matching game, where they're like this and the student has to flip them up to find the matches. And in this case, the matches are the rest to the note, not note to note. So that is the third matching game. You can match rests with notes. We hope you've enjoyed this version of 4-4 Foxes. Remember to celebrate with the success poster. This gives you a wonderful opportunity to take pictures and share it on social media. If you do, please tag us at Music Game Club on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Also, be sure to check out our playlist with all of the other 4-4 Foxes game variations. And finally, we have boom cards that we have with 4-4 Foxes that will help your students be able to review rhythms, self-checking at home. So check out our Boom Learning. Link is in the description below. Y'all have fun.